15 years, and somehow this city still feels familiar. The language, the noise, the air. Vietnam isn't where I grew up, but it's always been home. We made it to Saigon. I am so excited to be here. If you guys didn't know, Vietnam is my motherland, and I haven't been back here since I was 18. What we are going to do, your girl is very hungry. I have actually made a list of all the dishes that I need to tick off whilst I'm here. It's my favorite dish of all time, Bánh Khọt. It's a southern Vietnamese dish originally from the coastal region of Vũng Tàu. They're tiny savory rice pancakes cooked in individual molds until crispy on the outside and soft in the middle. You wrap them in herbs and lettuce before dipping them into fish sauce. There's something strange about eating food your parents cooked your whole life, but tasting it here for the first time, my brain knows it's new, but my body feels like it remembers. A quick room tour for you this morning. It's Airbnb. I'll link the details below. Cave, kitchen, but they have that full-length mirror, and then look at how bright, and it's got these beautiful beams at the top, and it's just done so tastefully. Smart TV. They have Netflix linked up to it, as well as YouTube, and then like, I love it. And hello Saigon. Anyways, and then you pan around and you've got this bathroom area. So sink right here with mirror. I would definitely recommend staying here. Just come to find some Vietnamese coffee, and I'm at this place called Nướng. Like walking up and down the street and couldn't find it. Turns out it's down this little alleyway, so that's something to note when you are looking for restaurants or cafes or bars here. They could just be like down a tiny, unassuming alleyway. So yeah, let's go get some coffee. Saigon doesn't reveal itself immediately. The best places hide behind tiny alleys, plastic chairs, and handwritten menus. What surprised me most was how calm I felt. Millions of scooters passing, conversations everywhere, but somehow my mind went quiet in these hidden spaces. One thing I noticed almost immediately in Saigon, everyone feels like an auntie or an uncle. They ask where you're from, if you've eaten yet, if you're traveling alone. And somewhere in the conversation there's always that moment when they realize I'm Việt Kiều. They'd look a little surprised when I replied in Vietnamese, like they weren't expecting me to understand. But the moment the language clicks, the distance disappears. So I'm just at the Saigon Center shopping mall. I was just on my way to another boutique and thought I'd pop in and see what brands they have here. It's very pretty though, very nice and clean and spacious. A couple of brands that I don't recognize, but let's go check them out. Vietnam exists in layers. Outside, street vendors and motorbikes. Inside, glass towers and air conditioning. Both versions moving together. That evening, looking out over the skyline, I realized how happy I was just to be here again. I hadn't grown up in the city, yet everywhere I went, people spoke to me, like I belonged. It's going to be my first bánh mì here. I ordered it off of Grab at a place called Bánh mì Bà Huynh. It comes all packaged up in a box, which I like because it's obviously quite clean and sanitary, and then they package up all of your green veggies and the daikon. Gonna tuck in. Good morning, lovely people. I am excited for today. I feel like in an exploring mode, coffee mode, food mode. Getting ready, and I have to pack my bags and check out of this room and literally move across to the room next door. A lovely staff have WhatsApped me, just said, pack your bags, leave it in the room. We will move it over for you. And then I'm craving some pho today and get my first bowl of pho in Vietnam. And then just explore some areas and streets and just have another mosey again. So yeah, come with me. Guys, I mean, look at how insane this setup is. So you have bánh quay, which is like a chewy donut stick, just savory. All the fresh herbs, the Thai basil, the lime. I got the special pho, which has beef shank in it, and then all the condiments, hoisin sauce, chili, pickled garlic, and pickled shallots. Also give you some fresh iced tea. Let's tuck in. Hearing Vietnamese constantly around me felt surreal. The language I only spoke at home, suddenly everywhere. For the first time, I didn't feel different for speaking it. Vietnam doesn't just drink coffee, it lives around it. Cafes aren't just places to grab a drink, they're where people meet friends, work, talk for hours, or simply sit and watch the world pass by. There's real pride here in how coffee is made. Slow drips, strong flavors, and generations of ritual poured into a single cup. I used to think Vietnam was somewhere I visited, but being here again, it feels like returning to a place, and more like returning to a feeling.